Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 9 math. You can find all the lessons of aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 9 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find the list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter probability. We're going to cover today are probability of independent events, permutations, counting principle, permutation and combination notations. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions grade 9 math. Chapter we're on right now is probability. Let's just start with the lesson. That is probability of dependent and independent events. So you spin the spinner twice. What is the probability of brown and brown? So you have two of the portions are brown out of four. So the events that are on the spinner and dice, they are always the independent events, right? So for the first time, the probability of brown is 2 by 4. And for the second time, that is also 2 by 4. So you have to multiply the probability of both the brown, that is 2 by 4 times 2 by 4, that is 4 over 16, or 1 over 4, you can convert it into percentage form, that is 25%. Let's just start with the test questions. You pick a card at random without putting the first card back. You pick a second card at random. The probability of green and purple. So first time you have three cards, right? So the probability of green is 1 out of 3 without putting the first card back. So you haven't put the card back. Now you have only two cards. The probability of purple is 1 out of 2. So the probability of green and purple is 1 by 2 times 1 by 3. That equals 1 by 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 1 by 6. Let's just start with the okay, the correct option is 1 by 6. You spin the spinner twice. What is the probability of brown and brown? So the probability of brown is 2 out of 4. They are the independent events. The probability of brown is 2 over 4. And then probability of brown is 2 over 4. So just multiply both the probabilities, probability of brown and brown. That is 2 by 4 times 2 by 4, 4 over 16. When you convert it into percentage point, that is 25%. That is 25% option. You pick a card at random, put it back, then put another card at random. What is the probability of prime and prime? So the probability of prime, that is 2 out of 3 because 2 and 3 they both are the prime numbers. Then the probability of prime again because you put the card back, that is again 2 by 3. So the probability of prime, they are the independent units. 2 by 3 times 2 by 3, that equals 4 over 9. So option number 1 is the option. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 4 over 9. You pick a marble at random. Without putting the first marble back, you pick a second marble at random. What is the probability of yellow and yellow? So the probability of yellow for the first time, we have 2 yellow out of 5, right? 1, 2, 3. And for the second time, we didn't put the first marble back. We have now 4 marbles and only one of them is yellow, right? So the probability of yellow and yellow, you have to multiply them. 1 by 4 times 2 by 5, that is 2 over 10, or 2 over 20, or 1 over 10. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 1 by 10. Option number one is the correct option. You spend the spinner twice. What is the probability of 6 and factor of 15? The probability of less than 6. So you have two numbers that are less than 6, so 2 out of 4. And the probability of factor of 15. One out of four, right? So the probabilities you have to do 2 by 4 times 1 by 4, that is 2 over 16. That equals 1 over 8, just converted into percentage form. So that is 1 out of 1 divided by 8 times 100, that equals 12.5%. Option number 2 is the correct option, that is 12.5%. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself for today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. The next lesson is permutations. Let's just start with the next lesson. Let's just start with the test questions. The grocery store wants to place a row of candy at the checkout counter. If the cashier has one box each of four different types of candy, and how many different orders can the boxes of candy be in? So you have four different types of candy. So you have to do 4 factorial, that is 4 times, 3 times, 2 times 1. So that equals 24. Option number 1 is the correct option. Manav is raising chickens in a backyard coop. If he is expecting five new chicks to hatch, in how many different orders can they hatch from their eggs? So five new chicks. So you have to do 5 factorial. That is 5 times, 4 times, 3 times, 2 times, one. You have to start with five and until one you have to multiply all the numbers, right? That equals 120. Option number two is the correct option. Emily gets to tie-dye a shirt at summer camp. She wants to choose white, green, purple, and yellow dye on her shirt. In how many different orders can she apply the different colors of dye? So which is the correct option? That is 24. Option number two is the correct option. Maria is arranging cheeses in a row on a cheese board. The cheeses she has are Roquefort, Colby, and Munsters. In how many different orders can Maria name them? Option number two is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself for today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is counting principle. Let's just start with the lesson. Ronald is putting together a business outfit. There are two pair of pants and eight dress shirts to choose from. How many different outfits can Ronald put together? You have to multiply here because you need to find how many different outfits they can make. You need to do two times eight, right? The counting principles say that you can multiply the number of choices to find a total number of possibilities. So you have to multiply the number of choices to find the possibilities. So two times eight is 16. Let's just start with the test questions. Fifth is filling up a pencil case before school. There are six pens and three pencils to choose from. How many different ways can Cake fill the pencil case with one of each item? That is 18. Option number one is the correct option. You have to 3 times 6. That makes 18. Option number one is the correct option. Kenji is making an ice cream sandwich. There are two different types of sandwich, cookies, and three types of ice cream to choose from. How many different ice cream sandwiches can Kenji make using one of each item? Two times three. Option number one is the correct option, six it is. NG is buying a new set of DJ equipment. NG can afford one mixer and one turntable and is trying to decide among three different mixers and five different turntables. How many different sets of DJ equipment can NG buy? Clean it as option number one is the correct option because you have three choices for the mixers and five for the turntables. So you have to do three times five. That makes 15. Option number one is the correct option. Hannah is making a quilt for friend's new baby. She knows how to sew it different two patterns and can choose from two color schemes. How many different quilts is it possible for Hannah to sew? So which is the correct option? That is again 4. You have to be 3 times 3, that is 4. Dedra is ordering a salad for lunch. There are 10 lettuce mixes to choose from and 2 meat to add. How many different salads can Dedra order? 10 times 2 is 20. The correct option is 20. Option will be correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself for today. Let me just move to the next lesson that is. The next lesson is permutation and combination notation. Let's just start with the test questions. 5P2. P is for permutation. You need to calculate the permutation that is actually NPR that is n factorial divided by n minus r factorial and r factorial. So that is 5 factorial divided by 5 minus 2 factorial and 2 factorial. That is 5 times 4 times 3 divided by 5 times 4 times 3. That is n factorial and minus r factorial. That is 20. Option number 3, you have to NPR is n factorial divided by NPR equals n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. That is 5 factorial, 5 minus 2 is 3 factorial. So 5 times 4 times 3 factorial divided by 3 factorial. 3 factorial cancel out 5 times 4 is 20. Option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. 20 it is. 7C2, you have to evaluate the combinations. So that is NCR, n factorial, n minus r factorial, and r factorial. That is 7 factorial, 7 minus 2 is 5 factorial, and 2 factorial. So 7, 6, 5 factorial, divided by 5 factorial, 2 factorial. 5 factorial cancel out. And 7 times 6 is 42. 42 divided by 2 is 21. So option number CP2. That is six option number two is the correct option. 4B3, so which is the correct option? 24, it is option number two is the correct option. 6C2, which is the correct option? That equals 16. Option number one is the correct option. Oh, 15 it is, sorry. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself here today. So we're working on grade 9 math. Chapter we're working on is probability. The lessons we have covered today are probability of independent and independent events, permutations, counting principles, permutation and combination notation. So please make sure before the next session, the practice questions for the lessons we just did until next session. If you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any questions. questions. Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.